1300 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has expressed deep appreciation for the Turkish president for once again raising his voice in support of the rights of Kashmiri people in his address to the UN General Assembly. Two soldiers of Pakistan Army embraced martyrdom due to Indian unprovoked firing along the line of control in Diva sector. Foreign Minister says leadership of Pakistan and China is committed to complete all projects in the second phase of CPAC at the earliest. Saudi Arabia has announced gradually resuming of year-round Umrah pilgrimage from 4th of next month. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has expressed his deep appreciation for Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan for raising his voice once again in support of the rights of Kashmiri people during address to the United Nations General Assembly. In a tweet today, the Prime Minister said Turkey's unwavering support remains a source of strength for the Kashmiris in their legitimate struggle for self-determination. Pakistan has fully supported Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's bold statement in the UN General Assembly on global issues, including Jammu and Kashmir. Commenting on Turkish President's address to the UN General Assembly, Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Munir Akram, said that Pakistan also fully supports Erdogan's call for declaring an international day against Islamophobia. Two soldiers of Pakistan Army embraced martyrdom due to Indian unprovoked firing along the line of control in Diva sector. According to ISPR, Pakistan Army responded and targeted those posts which initiated fire. There are reports of substantial damage to the Indian posts and men and material. Speakers at a webinar in Brussels have called upon the European Union to assist on safeguarding the human rights, particularly rights of the oppressed people of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir during its strategic partnership negotiations with India. The webinar, titled India's Democracy, Shrinking Space for Freedom of Expression, Press Freedom and Human Rights Defenders, was organized by Kashmir Council Europe. Speaking on the occasion, the chairman of the council, Ali Raza Sayed, said that the EU should pay attention to the worst situation of human rights in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, as well as different parts of India where minorities and lower castes were being oppressed by the extremists backed by the state. In India, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi says Modi government has destroyed ties with neighbouring countries. In a tweet today, Rahul Gandhi refers to a report by The Economist on India's weakening ties with Bangladesh and said that living in a neighbourhood with no friends is dangerous. Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi says the leadership of Pakistan and China is committed to complete all projects in the second phase of CPAC at the earliest. Talking to Chinese Ambassador Yao Jing, who paid a farewell call on him in Islamabad today, he said this understanding came at his meeting with his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi during visit to Moscow. The minister said the strong friendship of Pakistan and China has become an example in the world. Lauding the services of Yao Jing to strengthen relationship between Pakistan and China, he expressed the hope that the new Chinese ambassador will continue to work with the same commitment. All government and private sector schools in the federal capital, Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan resumed classes for 6th to 8th grade today in the second phase of government's reopening of educational institutions. The educational institutions have been directed to ensure strict compliance to the standard operating procedures to avoid spread of coronavirus. General elections in Gilgit-Baltistan will be held on 15th November this year. On the summary forwarded by the Prime Minister, President Dr. Arif Alvi approved holding of the general elections for the Legislative Assembly of Gilgit-Baltistan. Saudi Arabia has gradually allowed resumption of the year-round Umrah pilgrimage from 4th of next month under necessary health preventive measures. According to a statement issued by the Saudi Interior Ministry, in the first stage, 6,000 citizens and expatriates living within the country will be allowed to perform Umrah per day. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.